Thanks for joining me on this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content on the channel. And also be sure to follow me on these other social media platforms. Links are in the description below. All right, have and have not fans. Now, if I were to sum up season 5, basically from the first episode of 2018 to where we are now, I feel like the phrase, or the question, has it gone too far? Well, no. The phrase blank has gone too far, basically meaning that a specific character has done a specific thing on the show that has made a lot of fans or viewers mad. Like the biggest ones, obviously, Candace sent a thug to rough up her own mom. David put his hands on his wife. Jim forced himself on Gia, not to mention abusing Sarah. Benny is so damn dumb, having sex with all these people and yada yada yada, and just taking money from the Malones. It's gone too far. And the list goes on, but this video in particular is about Justin and the scene between him and Wyatt in the interrogation room. Now, I've already done a video about, will Jim get Justin fired after talking with his boss, the chief, I'm guessing the chief, about what happened in the interrogation room. And let me just put it this way. Because I know the last time I did an extensive Justin video, it got a lot of flack. I think it was the one about did Tyler Perry go too far with that scene between Jeffrey and Justin on the couch at David's condo, and you're a homophobe. Shut the hell up. That's not about, no. It's about storytelling here. I feel like a lot of people say that the show went too far when they had child death, at least seen child death. It wasn't implied like Little Lizzie because we never saw the body. With Quincy, we saw Hannah carrying the dead body, so we know he was actually dead. But in this particular case, I feel like Justin has crossed the line way before this. Keep in mind that the known victims of his I don't even know the exact phrase. I'm just going to say sexual abuse or whatever, or his negative sexual conduct. Let's just say that. Jeffrey, Wyatt, and RK. In the last episode, we found out from RK that, let's just talk about the introductory episode of RK. That's when he was put in the cell right beside Jeffrey. And it looks like, the story he was telling Jeffrey was to get him jealous of him and Justin, because remember, oh, sorry, let me get my charger real quick. Don't want the computer dying in the middle of a recording. Because at this point, Jeffrey was pretty much done with Justin. He was done going to the interrogation room, being choked out, and God knows what happened to Jeffrey when he was knocked out. But it was just one of those situations where Justin's like, well, fine, if you're not going to, comply to what I want to do, then I'm just going to get somebody else to do it with. And when we first saw RK, I'm like, well, they probably didn't do anything in that room because he does seem to be straight, and it was probably just a ploy in order to get Jeffrey jealous, because RK probably got arrested, but then Justin probably dropped charges or anything because of the fact that he just wanted to set RK in the same cell beside Jeffrey in order to get him jealous. But then in this episode, we learned that not only, and I think that even in the episode where he was talking with Candace at the bar, thanking her for letting him into the operation when it was really rocky, it was brought up about Justin and how he was taken back to the interrogation room, but he didn't do anything. But it's funny how every time RK brings up the story, they always ask, "What, are you into it?" And he's like, "No, I'm not. I don't do that." So in that episode, it was mentioned nothing happened, and then we jump into this episode, Stronger Together, where he tells the full story to Veronica that I was brought back into the room. I was arrested for it wasn't DUI, right? Yeah, I think he told Rocky it was a DUI, but I think that Justin said that he got arrested for catching RK trying to drug a man in order to rob him. So then that's why RK was taken back to the interrogation room under the assumption that RK was gay, And because even after all the touching and whatnot, RK wasn't given an erection, that's when Justin took him back to the cell. So we can assume that, you know, after seeing RK with another man, he assumed that he was gay. Kind of like with Jeffrey, that's the reason he drove up behind him and pulled him over for DUI, because Candace said that, yeah, well, my friend has been drinking because, you know, he just came out to his parents, and then that kind of intrigued Justin, hence how their first encounter happened. So, yeah, so we just know that in terms of RK and Jeffrey, he tried to, you know, get it on with them. Wyatt, you know, it doesn't matter if he's gay. It's like, hey, you're going to do what I tell you to do if you want these drugs bad enough. So, yeah, Justin has crossed the line a long time ago. This is just a new level with a new character. Well, excuse me, another character that's not Jeffrey. God knows how many other males have gone through abuse from Justin. Who knows? Because as Landon told Jeffrey back in season 2, you know, when he was struggling after coming out to his parents, and you know, Veronica cut off his credit cards and kicked him out of the apartment. He was staying with Amanda and Candace at the time. Landon was like, look, you need to live your life, because if you don't, if you live some closeted life, you know, you're going to be in flea bag motels in the back of buses and, you know, auditoriums and crap like that, get it on with some guys and unprotected sex, and who knows what kind of disease you might pass along to an innocent female because of that. So that leads me to believe that with his closeted lifestyle, who knows how many other people, how many other males Justin has done this to. And remember, he said he recording this because it's like, yeah, I just want to record it to, you know, just show how far you druggies will go to get your fix. So who knows how many other people have had to get on their knees for Justin to get their fix from him. So yeah, I mean, has he crossed the line? I'm going to say no, because he has crossed the line so many other times before that even those times we don't even know about. This is just a new level of low to get somebody straight, but who's a druggie, to, you know, do what you want them to do for the drugs. It's just ridiculous. But that's really all I got to say on it. I just don't even feel like doing like a 20 or 30 minute rant video about how ridiculous it all is, because really Justin has been like one of the most disgusted characters for a while. So it's really nothing new. I honestly don't like the character. He just doesn't really bring anything to the series that's necessary, because if anything, he's like the off-brand of Veronica. That's really all it is, but it's not as entertaining to watch him on. Anytime he comes on screen, I'm like, oh crap, here we go again. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the scene between Wyatt and Justin. And look, even though, you know, Justin is disgusting for what he was planning to do, Wyatt is to blame, because, you know, him being an addict, that is an excuse. But I mean, like, you know full well what you were doing, because we can assume that Toxic made him do the same thing in jail when they were in the cell. He forced Wyatt down on him, and Wyatt was traumatized after that. But in this situation, it's like, dude, I know you have an addiction, but are you really going to do this time? And this time it's not being forced on you, because say what you want about Justin. Now, I'm not defending Justin here. I'm just saying Justin didn't force him on the ground. Now I'm just saying. So I will give Justin a point in that category, that he didn't force himself on Wyatt the same way he did it on Jeffrey and RK. Wyatt, it's like Justin took advantage of the situation, because again, as he said, I just want to record how low you druggies will go to get your fix. So one could assume he has done this with an addict before, just based off how he was treating Wyatt. I'm going to assume that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this says more about Justin as a disgusting character, or Wyatt as a druggie, because he was actually about to go that far to get his fix? And keep in mind that Justin did tell Wyatt continuously that, yeah, the drugs we have in evidence is some bad stuff, because the way he was describing it, it sounds like it's pretty lethal, meaning that allegedly, if let's say Wyatt were to, well, do what Justin wanted him to do and was given the drugs, Wyatt could have died. And if Justin had that on video, well, at least the part he wanted to show Jeffrey, to show that he tried to seduce me for drugs, that wouldn't, yeah, that, ew, I don't even want to think about that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the scene in the comment section below. I already did that video about will Jim get Justin fired pretty much because of what he walked in and saw. Yeah, and wow, what a video. So subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you later.